How is my YouTube family doing today? I want to wish you all a good and pleasant evening. Happy Republic Day to all my Guyanese fans. And for all those who are living in Guyana, hope you went out today and had a nice picnic with your friends and family and enjoyed the float for Mashramani. So since it's Mashramani, I remember being back home. My mom would make all the quick picnic food and we will go out there, have a picnic out on Vicinjon Road and watch the float while it passed by along with some friends and family. One of the food that's always present during Mashramani is some good cook-up rice. So today I'm going to be making some cook-up rice. Come on down with me and let's make this version of cook-up rice together. And to complement my cook-up rice, I'm going to make some fish cake with some Guyana bangamary. So it's all Guyanese today. Come on down. So when I'm making cook-up, I like to add fresh coconut milk in mine. It brings out a very nice sweet flavor to the cook-up rice. And as you can see, I am representing my Guyana today. It is Republic Day, Mash in Guyana. If I was back home, I would have prepared this very early in the morning to go out on the road and enjoy the Mashramani. So for my cook-up rice, I'm going to be using red peas and black eye, and of course I soaked my peas before I boil it to add to my cook-up rice. If you don't have time, you can always use the canned black eye peas or red peas, but I like to do mine from scratch, and this is the red peas that I brought back from Guyana, and I really love the flavor that it adds to the cook-up rice. With tonight's cook-up rice, I'm going to make it with some dried shrimp, black eye and red peas with some vegetable. And I'm going to make some fish cake to go with it. I have two nice bangamary here that I'm steaming out with some salt and black pepper. And this is what I'm going to use to make my fish cake. So I have some of the ingredients here that I'm going to add to my cook-up rice today. Fine thyme is a must and a lot. I have some green onions, carrot, hot pepper, regular onions. I'm going to add some pumpkin for sweetness, some ochro, bok choy. I have my coconut milk. I have some black eye, red peas, and dried shrimp. So I'm going to make a nice cook-up with dry shrimp and some vegetable. And then I'll make the fish cake on the side. My fish is already finished steaming. I boiled some potatoes, and we will use the potatoes to bind our fish cake together. So we're gonna go in and add our onions into the oil. Now that our onion has been cooking for a while, we're gonna go in now and add our carrots so it can cook and soften up a bit. Let's go in with the rice now. I also leave out some of the fine thyme and add it to the rice, but I'll be adding some with the stem because the more fine thyme you add to cook-up rice, the more flavor you will get. We're gonna add our red peas. Remember, I already boiled them. And we're gonna go in with our black eyed peas. And we're gonna mix this up along with the rice, the carrots and the onions, and we're gonna start adding flavor in here now. I'm gonna go in and add some cassava cassareep into my cook-up rice. I like when it have a nice color, but not too high in color again. So I'm gonna mix that in. Black pepper, salt, Chief brand cook-up seasoning, just to hype up our cook-up rice a little. I'm gonna leave all the measurement that I'm using today in the description box below. So if you want to try this recipe, you'll have an average of all the ingredients and measurement that I added. Cook-up is looking good, it's smelling nice. We're gonna go in and add the rest of our fine thyme. I'm adding the stems because it really brings out a nice flavor. So I'm going in with some dried shrimp, and I soak the dry shrimp in water to make it a little bit on the softer side, and then I'm gonna add it. Hubby said don't add a little, just add enough. But when you make cook-up rice with this, it always gets lost in the food. You can only tell when you bite into it, but you can't actually see them with your eyes because they get lost in the cook-up rice. But it really adds a nice flavor into it. We're gonna go in with some of my green onions, and I'll add some more towards the end. I'm gonna add some butternut squash or pumpkin. It adds a real nice flavor to the dish, and it's gonna give us a nice color. Even though I have some carrots in there, it's coming along nicely. And now it's time for me to go in with my coconut milk. Going in with our coconut milk now. I'm gonna add some more water because Matthew and Natalie like when the cook-up rice is nice and wet. So I'm gonna have to add some more water in here. I'm adding in my married man poke, and this is a very unique ingredient for the cook-up rice. It is a basil family, very hard to find here in Canada, but when I find it, I usually blend it up with some onion and freeze it. It's not something that I like to do because I like to use fresh ingredients, but that's the only way you can keep it in order to use it throughout the year. While my cook-up rice is boiling on the other side, I'm going to go ahead and remove the bones from my steamed bangamary that I'm using to make the fish cake today. Fish cake can be made in many different ways with many different kinds of fish. So this is one version that I usually make. And today I'm using the bangamary, so it brings the recipe even closer to Guyana. It's a very easy fish to work with because it doesn't have too much bone. Our cook-up rice is looking good. We're gonna go in with our ochro. If you don't like vegetables in your cook-up rice, you can leave it out. But cook-up rice, names describe it all. Cook-up means you can add anything and just cook it up. Once you have enough flavor in there, it will be hearty, delicious, and good for us. So I'm gonna go in now and add my bok choy. And this is the stem part of it I'm gonna add because it takes a little bit longer to cook. And close to the end, I'm gonna add the leaves. I have 5 small potatoes that I'm gonna be using in the fish cake to bind everything together once I finish mashing them up. So into the fish, I'm gonna add the mashed potato. You can use cassava instead of potato. Whatever is handy for you, it's gonna be good. So I'm gonna go in with some black pepper, and we're gonna add some salt into here. I already boiled the fish and the potato with some salt, but I wanna make sure that we have enough. I'm gonna go in and add my cilantro, garlic, pepper, green onion, and thyme in here. So we're gonna mix up all our ingredients together, fish and potato, everything together. You know, I'm gonna go in here with my hands because I wanna work all the ingredients nicely in. And I blended my ingredients with a nice little texture so we can see them into the fish cake. So I'm gonna pick up a nice little amount. We're gonna make small fish cake because in this way they will cook fast. The potato is already cooked, the fish is already cooked, but I wanna fry them up quickly and I wanna have nice bite-sized pieces. As you can see, the ingredients is really popping through. There is no shortage of fish in the mixture. So I'm gonna keep on doing this, rolling them off nicely. You can make any shape of your choice. And then we're gonna fry these babies up soon. Final ingredients are going in the bok choy leaf right at the end. You can use any spinach of your choice. If you don't like, you can totally leave it out. We're gonna go in here and add our pepper just to be at the end, and the green onions. This smells amazing, my friends. And then we will mix everything up, and this is almost done. I'm gonna allow those leaves to steam in a little. And my kids request that I make it watery. My husband wanted dry. So tomorrow it's gonna be dry. Today is gonna be nice and watery for the kids. And everybody's gonna be happy. So let me cover it down and give it about 2 more minutes. And this will be ready. In the meantime, I'm gonna fry up the fish cake. So I just roll my fish cake in some dried seasoned flour. And then what I'm doing is putting them in some egg wash, coat it nicely. In this case, it's gonna have a nice color and a nice finish. And then I'm frying them until they're nice and golden brown, just like these ones here. Check those out. And that's what we're gonna have our cook-up rice with. So my friend, here is my fish cake, nicely done. I made some mango chutney with cilantro, garlic, some apple cider vinegar, and some nice hot pepper to complement that. Let me plate up and show you guys what the cook-up rice look like. So here is my plate. This is my mashromani dinner. I have here my mango chutney, my fish cake. I always like to serve it up with some cucumber and tomato slices as the kids requested, and make the cook-up rice nice and wet. But you guys know it will get very dry tomorrow. I have everything on my plate and I'm so excited to dig in. This looks scrumptious, and cook-up is one of my favorite. I couldn't make a better dish to complement the Republic Day today. So let me reveal the taste test. So here is my beautiful plate of cook-up rice, my Republic Day dinner, and I have everything on my plate. This is how I like it. Tomatoes, cucumber, I have the fish cake, mango chutney, loud pepper, black eyed peas, red peas, dried shrimp, pumpkin, carrot. Back to you guys see the whole work. And cook-up rice is one of my favorite dish. And it is so versatile that every time you can make it in a different way or add a different twist to it. But one thing I can tell you about cook-up rice, when it's hot, be very careful because it can hold its heat. So let me know in the comment how you like your cook-up rice. For me, I love it so much that I don't mind if it's dried, wet, whichever way. I don't have a preference once the flavor is there. Let me know how you like yours. And for all my vegetarian friends, you can leave the dry shrimp out and you get a perfect cook-up rice with all your veggies. So this mouthful goes to all the viewers. For all my Guyanese friends, I hope you had a wonderful day today at the Mashromani celebration. And I know if you went out there, you're probably tired by now. The mango chutney really brings out that back home flavor, and I'm gonna have some without the mango chutney. I can taste the marred man pork, and the thyme is not hidden, and of course I want to have piece hot pepper to go with mine. Ooh la la, so nice. Oh my gosh, cook-up rice is my favorite. It tastes good when it's hot. It tastes better when it's a day or two old. Oh my goodness. Amazing. The pepper is not too bold in there, nice and have a good flavor. And this mango chutney is a must. If you have achar, it can also go nice in here, or a nice good pepper sauce. It is so delicious, so delicious. I'm gonna go in for the fish cake, and this is the bangamary fish cake. Look at that. First bite goes for the viewers, a piece without anything. The flavor and the seasoning, oh my goodness. And here I'm gonna put some mango chutney. Wow, look at that. My mouth is having a party inside. So I'm gonna sit down and enjoy my dinner. Thank you all for cooking cook up rice with me and making fish cake. I hope you enjoy the recipe. Sending love, hugs, and kisses. May God bless you and your family. I will catch you in my next video.